number 6 of the NFRL Berserker series. Going to duke it out here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway for 162 miles. We're going to be here live. My name is Ezekiel Reyes. Going to be your host here for tonight. And we have a 27 entry field. Going to duke it out at the prestigious 2.5 mile rectangle oval. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's definitely a rectangle in my books. Otherwise than that, let's get down to it. We'll go ahead and pull up points here for tonight. Right in front of your screen, John Furness has kept the points lead, is tied with Zach Coles in the number 44, sitting with 188 points. As well, Carl Hanwork sits in 3rd, Bryson Clark 4th, Matt Kemp 5th, Kevin Foster 6th, Robbie Audi 7th, Chase Bonser 8th place, Vince Marsh in 9th, and Thomas Harmon rounds out the top 10. Aaron Mulrooney with a win at Auto Club has 139 points in 11th. Joseph Kizek 12th, Connor Crichton 13th, Kirk Marble 14th, Derek M. Smith 15th, Derek Winter sits in 16th place, Mark Stryker in 17th, Skylar Carnes in 18th, Nick Miller in 19th, as well as Tyler Logan in 20th place. Let's go ahead and pull up stats here for tonight. Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Track configuration, obviously oval side, track length 2.5 miles in length. Turns, there is 1 in each corner. So there are 4. Track elevation running around 700 above sea level. Track temp currently very hot, 110 degrees outside as of right now. Not outside, that's not the ambient temperature, but the track temperature is 110. We'll get to that soon, right after qualifying. Actually, we have time. We have 2 minutes left until we get in. But there's your ambient temperature. 70 degrees outside on the racetrack. Humidity at 0%. Wind going northwest at 2 miles per hour. Our race analysis here for tonight. 65 laps, 162 miles. Going to duke it out. No stages in the NFRL Berserker series. Pit window going to be ranging from 35 to 40 laps. Pit road speed is 60. And you could pit from the main field. Not get trapped 1 lap down, so watch out for people if they want to pit early. We'll go ahead and look around on the track as of right now. Currently just a minute in practice remaining. John Furness making laps around. Furness is your points leader, and he is fastest on the racetrack as of right now in that number 82 machine. Matt Kemp still looking for his first win in that number 48. He's worked himself through 4. Zach Nichols in the number 44. Obviously tied with John Furness in points. Chase Bonser, P4 as of right now. Derek M. Smith as well, sitting in the top 5. Qualifying is about to go underway. We're going to go ahead and step aside and go ahead and salute our nation's colors. We'll be right back right after this. back from the national anthem, and if you're not just joining us here for tonight, round number 6 out of, I think, 20 at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, broadcasting the NFRL Berserker Series here in Speedway, Indiana. Obviously, this track known for the Indy cars that run around the racetrack. Derek Smith is blinking in and out. Apologies about that, but as qualifying is green flag, we'll go ahead and highlight some drivers as of right now. A total of, I think, 27 entries here for tonight. I would not surprise if this thing does sit with a green flag. You see the 17 of Bryson Clark get loose off of 2. Man, you never really see that. These cars looking a bit squirrely as of right now. Clark heads himself through 3 and 4. Right to the bottom side. This, not criticizing Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but this is a one-groove racetrack. Really hard to pass in corners. Huge momentum track. So corner speed is everything here. The further up you back up your entry, the more speed you'll carry down on straightaways. Clark logs himself in P2. Aaron Mulrooney currently holds the top spot as of right now. Pete Gilson and Presley Gilson out on the racetrack in the number 18 and 19. There's Presley. Matt Kemp also on the racetrack. Kemp has yet to pick up a win in this series. Has come close multiple times. Kemp currently sits 6th in points as he busts it into the inside wall. I would not be surprised. Oop, apologies about that. I would not be surprised if he does pick up a win later this season. Matt Kemp's average start in this series is a 10.4. And he has led the most laps, I think. Yeah, he has led the most laps. Matt Kemp has led 215 laps this season. He currently sits 5th in points, as I said. Well, watch out for that 48 coming to the drop at that green flag. Cosman Ionishu logs himself in 3rd with a 51.253 by the looks of it. Bonser logs himself in 4th. Pete Gilson logs himself in 2nd place. Tyler Logan always waiting before start finish line. Currently waiting at the yard of bricks. Kemp logs himself across the start finish line, and he will end up in 1st place. Kemp, if he does start there, that will be his 1st pole in the NFRL Berserker Series. So a nice lap time by that number 48. Vince Marsh in number 14 heading himself onto the racetrack as of right now. Gets himself through the access road, which you have to use here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Currently, Marsh sits 11th in point standings. Average finish of a 8.25, probably one of the highest in this series. Has only made 4 starts, so he missed 1. But luckily, he could boost up his points here tonight at Indy. And by the looks of it, average finishing position is 4th this season with an 8.25. John Furness holds the highest average finish of a 6.4, as well as Zach Nichols. Carl Hanmer comes in 2nd with a 7.2. Marsh logs himself in 5th place. Gets out off the racing groove. I think nobody else besides Skylar Carnes is making laps. Evan Rice just finished up his. Skylar Carnes out into the back straightaway. Now sitting in 15th place, Skylar is... Oh, this might be his day. Did well in a couple races. I remember he was doing well, I think at Texas or Auto Club, until he got wrecked out. Uh-oh, Skylar hit the apron and up the wall he goes. That's not what you want to do. The rumble strips all the way to the low side will not treat you nicely. Nichols stops before the start-finish line. So by the looks of it, Nichols not planning to start towards the front. By the looks of it. I remember he told me at Iowa he hit the wall a couple laps. His qualifying run did not go as planned. DeHitre is also sitting before the yard of bricks. Alan Dobbs now making himself onto the racetrack, but unfortunately 45 seconds is not enough to spare him a lap. Furnace across the start-finish line will not beat Kemp's time. By the looks of it. Total of 20 people have qualified out into the racetrack, and looks like this will be your official starting grid. We have a total of, I think, 27 entries here for tonight. So a fairly decent field to spark ourselves at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're going to go over grid here in just a moment. Alright, you're starting grid here for tonight. Congratulations, Matt Kemp, for winning the pole here at IMS. John Furness to the outside of him in the 82. Furness is your points leader coming in for tonight's race. Canwork is going to qualify in 3rd. Thomas Harmon in 4th. Vince Marsh going to be in 5th place. Just Kizet going to be in 6th. Pete Gilson, Cosman Ionishu going to round out row number 4. Row number 5 going to be Chase Bonser and Aaron Mulrooney Jr. The rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. That's a fairly long race. 65 laps. Nearly as much as NIS, which is 80. I think for NIS we run 100. No, we run 200 miles during NIS. So this is 65 times 2.5. That is 162 miles. Probably the rest of your order. Presley Gilson in last place. Again, we're going to go over race analysis here. And there's your pole sitter, number 48, Matt Kemp. Pacing is now underway. In front of your screen, Matt Kemp, coming from Michigan. Off onto the long straightaways of IMS. Again, we're going to pull up race analysis on the right hand side of your screen. 65 laps, 162 miles, no stages. NFRL does not run stages in this league. Pit window going to be roaming around every 35 to 40 laps. Pit road speed at 60 miles per hour. Not really much to say as of right now. I don't know. This is going to show off a lot of driver patience, especially at this long of a track with this tight of corners. Everybody has to get in line and work with each other to build up as much momentum as they can. NFRL's rules go by this. The first restart must go on green, so Matt Kemp is going to have to wait all the way till that green flag to spark off ourselves for this 65 lapper.
Green flag, green flag.
The green flag is displayed, and we're underway here at IMS for round number 6 in the NFRL Berserker Series. Matt Kemp heads himself off of turn number 4. He had a bit of a charge there by John Furness, but could not complete it. And Kemp, that clean air, has pulled away by half a second over second place of Carl Hanwerk. Side by side right behind with John Furness for 5th place. Actually, that's... yeah, right behind John Furness is going to be Vince Marsh and Thomas Harmon. Going to be duking it out. A slide job maneuver, sort of, in IMS. Vince Marsh cutting up in front of Thomas Harmon. Kizek wants to peek. Can't do it. Mulrooney wants to peek as well. The shallower your corners are, the less speed you'll carry through them. You see, Mulrooney was trying to peek under Kizek as, boy, there's a big scramble right behind. They're 2x2, looking 3 wide right behind. Around where the 47 of Skylar Carnes is as of right now. Total of 25 drivers out on the racetrack as of right now. Liam Sheen, Derek M. Smith do not start the race. Fairly big battle right in front of Cosman Ionescu and Bryson Clark as 77 Mark Stryker trying to hold him off as he's now slowly pulling away in that 77. Boy, they're looking 4 wide on the front straightaway all the way to the low side. That'd be the 44. I think Zach Nichols forcing the issue. Cosman Ionescu, biggest loser on that spot. We'll focus in up front. Got a battle heating up for the lead. Carl Hanwerk is slowly and steadily pulling in that number 48 of Matt Kemp. Oh boy, Kemp missed the corner. Into 3. Took it way higher than what he wanted to. Heads himself off a 4. Gap still roams around 0.2. As ahead for 1. Hanwerk was slightly fishtailing right off of turn number 2. These not these trucks, but these cars look a bit loose as of right now. Knowing what the weather is, it's probably fairly hot on the racetrack. Temp still at 78 degrees. Track temp is 107 though. So those tires will probably be aching to get off the cars once they do come down in for their for the first green flag, for the first pit stop, excuse me. Side by side right behind Mark Stryker and Zach Nichols is gonna go around. Nichols saves it. That was weird. I am not gonna lie. That was fairly odd. We're gonna get a replay of that. Loose in the center of 1 and 2. I have never seen a car brake like that before. But by the looks of it, I was just talking about loose cars earlier. That number 44, Zach Nichols drove it under the 77, Mark Stryker, and just about straight up lost it. Luckily corrected the car back straight. A great save by that number 44. Unfortunately, that's lost a lot of momentum though. Nichols is now side by side with the number 8 of Evan Rice. But as I said earlier, this is a fairly single file racetrack. Everybody's trying the hardest to get in line. Log. Pull themselves forward. The only real place you could pass on is on restarts. There's a lot of action going around for 17th place. Derek Winter, Joshua Crane gonna go at it. Look how spread out this field is. All the way 13 seconds back to the number 22 of Alan Dobbs. Last time by, the tire fall off, by the looks of it, is looking around to be 5.3. Just about 2 seconds. So if these drivers do want a short pit, you have to do it around, by the looks of it, halfway. The pit window roams around every 35 to 40 laps. Or maybe even further. We'll have to see once the drivers do elect to come on a pit road. Whoa, one car's all the way to the runoff area. Morgan Baird was dead sideways off of 2. We're gonna get a replay of what happened. Trying to look his way around the number 92, Cosmin Ionishu. And man, it's fairly odd. But with these loose race cars, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like that for the beginning 10-20 laps. Off for the lead is slowly heating up. Number 4 of Carl Hanwork. Just trying to look around. Then number 48 of Matt Kemp. Kemp wiggled off of 4. And here comes Hanwork to the low side. Kemp's gonna shove it into the corner just to get clear of that 4, but it's gonna cost him off of exit. And here comes Hanwork to the inside. But can't complete the pass. Too shallow on it. Too shallow on entry into 2. Cost him a lot of time. And here comes the 82 of John Furness. He's gonna peek to the low side of the 4. Furness has to make quick work of that number 4 machine, and the DD does so. And Furness up the 2nd. Furness is probably the fastest car on the racetrack as of right now. There's 3 cars under a blanket. Score ourselves the 4th place. Thomas Harmon is pulled away from Aaron Mulrooney Jr. The 44 Zach Coles gets by the number 14. Got 1 car just about dead sideways. That'd be Cosmin Ionishu. He's sitting in 13th place as of right now. Meanwhile, up front, John Furness, gonna be your new leader here at IMS. We'll take a replay on how he did it.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution's out. As we're taking a look at the replay. You see the pass. By John Furness into 3, and we're gonna get another replay of what happened. And oh my goodness, we have multiple cars that piled up off of. Man, there's multiple people involved in that. Skylar Carnes piling up hard into the inside wall. The 15 also involved in that. Connor Crichton, 57. Kyle Smalley. There's 1 car with a whole front end torn off. Don't know what the number is. That'd probably be Evan Rice. And there's what happened. As they were heading through 4, Smalley, looks like Rice just washed up a bit. Both hard in the outside wall. Kizik gets clipped, but keeps going. Bryson Clark also involved. Ionishu slips by, but unfortunately for the 15, Crichton, nowhere to go. Joshua Crane barely slipping by, but I think he did tap a person. And that will bring us to our first caution, and that took out a chunk of the field. Joshua, oh my goodness. Does appear to have some right front damage by the looks of it. But wow, that was big. Caution is out for the first time here tonight at IMS. No lap down cars on the racetrack as of right now, besides Skylar Carnes, who has the tow, unfortunately. We go on to pit road for the first time. And everybody electing on in. Field being led by the number 82, John Furness. Person who's going to be the leader off of pit road first, by the looks of it. It's going to be close. Kemp gets off, but does not get there in time. John Furness will be your leader for the next restart. Furness has only led 3 laps as of right now. Matt Kemp leading the rest, your pole sitter. Catch up to the pace car at the end of turn 4. Some drivers electing to go back on in. That'd be Foster, the number 83. Evan Rice still on pit road. By the looks of it. Fortunately, Evan has too much damage on his machine and has to opt for more damage repair, as well as the 57 of Kyle Smalley. Wondering how the 17 of Bryson Clark was in that wreck. How he is, his current status is right now. By the looks of it, not a lot of damage on that machine, luckily. Maybe a bit of right front, but he did spin off of 4 off of that wreck. No, he's gonna elect the inside for this restart. Number 82, your points leader, is gonna take off in first place. Here we go, coming to the restart. Base car is in, leaders are waiting for the drop of the green by the looks of it.
Green flag.
There he goes. John Furness is out and checked up and away as Kemp gets a decent restart, enough to slide himself into second, but does not take it. Finally does. Will slot himself right to the back bumper of that 82. As everybody is now just about single file through the rest of the field. shuffling back there towards in that top 10 area. Chase Bonser moves himself up a spot. Looking double wide yet again, and Handwork pulls himself into second place as Handwork wants to knock for more. Is looking himself around John Furness on the 82, and here comes Zach Nichols. He's going to pick himself to the low side, get a bit of clean air, working onto the front. Work off the tune down the back straightaway. Kemp has a run in the 4. Elects not to take it. Backs up the corner fairly hard. As we've lost the 44, Zach Nichols just blinked out. There he is, back under the racetrack. Nichols having a bit of, more than a bit of blinking problems. Probably staying outside of the draft to prevent from confusing everybody. This time, no pullaways this run. Just about the top 8, the top 7 are within draft. So work down the straightaway. Nichols gets a run on the 48 of Matt Kemp. He's going to look to the low side. A lot's going on. Boy, Nichols really shoved himself into the corner. Misses the corner in 3. That's going to open up the door for the 48 of Matt Kemp to the low side. Kemp slots himself into 3rd place as Nichols slots himself a hole behind Kemp. Looking double wide right behind number 2 of Mulrooney. Thomas Harmon is pulling forward in that number 38 machine. Can't get quite a pull as of right now. Everybody's now got the rhythm. So we've got by the looks of it, 10 cars within 2 seconds of each other as the 44, Zach Nichols, gets a bit loose under the 48 of Matt Kemp, but Nichols powers himself to 2nd place. Kemp gonna file in right behind into 4th. Nichols pushes himself forward to the back bumper, that number 4 of Handwork. Can't complete the pass, no room. You can see the difference through 4 on how Nichols wants to drive the corner versus Handwork. The lower you are, the more speed you'll gain. I mean, the more corners you'll cut. And Nichols pushes himself into 2nd as he gets loose right in front of the 4. Just about spun it, but Nichols, the wheelman of the series, has pulled himself into 2nd place. Got about 7 drivers, and oh my goodness, the 44 Nicole's really, really loose off of 1. But still gains a bunch of time. Now he works himself to the backside of the 82. Can't quite complete it though. Hanward slowly falling out of this top 2. Oh, I think there was a car on the wall right behind. 14 of Vince Marsh might have gotten to the wall off of 4. But for him, he keeps it straight. Man, Nicole's is so strong in 1 and 2. Beats up the backside. That 82 as the 4 of Hanward gets loose off of 2. Lucky for him. Has a lot of real estate to work with on that lower side of the racetrack. Keeps himself in 3rd, but Matt Kemp might be hungry for that position now. Well, Rooney gonna break the draft on Harmon. Close to the backside of Furness again. Oh man, that 44 got really loose as Hanward's attempting to break the draft off that 48. No, but looks like he's gonna let the 48 by. But unfortunately, 48 Matt Kemp gonna overshoot the corner. They're gonna be side by side again. So what was it worth of letting off to give him a position right back at him? They're gonna go side by side for 3rd again. And handwork this time. Pulls forward and close racing, gonna grab a little bit of contact as around goes Matt Kemp in the 48.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Kemp will keep himself off the wall. That was a very late spin of prior where the contact was in 1. I don't know if that contact really upset that car a lot, but we'll take a look as see what happened as they headed down into 1. Harmon wanted to peek under, and 40 just lost it. There was definitely contact, of course, right there. Remember, gets Harmon keeps it straight, but I thought Kemp turned off the nose of, I think that was Mulrooney in the number 2. But by the looks of it, there was just, I guess that contact in the 1 just unsettled that car. Right about there. Around went Kemp. Go back live. John Furness. Now have some breathing room coming to this restart. But unfortunately this caution does erase his big gap from 3rd, which was, I think, half a second. Biggest loser off of that has to be Matt Kemp in the 48. Your pole sitter is in deep trouble. He's gonna have to work himself from 19th place by the looks of it. As of right now, pit stops. We're going to happen as pit road is open. Everybody electing to go onto pit road. One wave around, that'd be, I think, the 8 of Evan Rice is gonna actually be the lucky dog with this caution. Apologies if I'm talking slow. I have a bit of a cold as of right now. Slurring my English, but off of pit road first, gonna be John Furness. And the 44 is nowhere to be seen within this top group of cars as well. Well, Matt Kemp did spin, so he's not within this top 5 anymore, but the 44 is Zach Nichols. Don't really know what happened on that pit stop, but a 29.5. Not a great pit stop. Probably intended to go to the back, by the looks of it. Since we do have a lucky dog, that'll add a lap of caution. So I think we won't go green this time by, unfortunately. So this gives us some time to represent our sponsors here for tonight. Presented by NFRL, North Force Racing League. Squana Broadcasting. Go ahead and also check out their sponsors of Blaze Pizza, blazepizza.com. Choose from a variety of choices of pizza on their website, as well as Butt Kicker. Use the code NORSE20 for 20% off on all purchases. Again, that's Norse20. No spaces. So Furness, I think, has the most laps led. Yes, he does, with 17. Kemp, fortunately, gonna have to battle from all the way to 22nd place to pull himself forward. Zach Nichols has dropped to 14th place from that pit stop. Pace car lights are off. We get set for another green flag stint. Alright, Fields works themselves. Double file down the back straightaway. John Furness, who has led the most laps tonight, will lead the field to the restart. Number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney Jr. Started 10th. Has now drove himself into second place. Watch out for that number 2 as we head ourselves to this green flag. Pace car moves itself onto pit road. The field in the hands of that number 82, John Furness. With this green.
Green flag, green
flag. A great restart by the number 82, John Furness. And a better restart by that number 38, Thomas Harmon. With a bit of crossover move. Going to be pulled by Mulrooney. They're going to go side by side for second place. Close racing right off of 2. The only people double file within this top 5. Harmon has to shove himself forward into 3. Lock that position in, but Mulrooney shoved it forward. They're going to be side by side through 3 and 4. By the looks of it, Bonser going to be the teammate to push Mulrooney into second place. Mulrooney goes low to pluck a draft forward. That number 81 of Bonser. Ahead number 1. Bonser up to 3rd. And we're trying to pull into 4th as he's all the way in the grass. Slides right in front of the 38 of Harmon. To the inside. Slides up in front of the 82 of Furness. Handwork gets in the wall off of 1. New leader. That number 2 of Mulrooney. Bonser goes into 2nd. So a pair of proximity teammates work forward into 3. 3 total proximity cars are within that top 10. Cosman Ionishu is in 9th place in the number 92. So head down to the front straightaway. Bonser wants to challenge his teammate of Mulrooney. Can't quite do so. Pulls forward. Side by side action right behind 5th place, Jeff McKissick. I think involved in that turn 4 mayhem. It's going to be side by side with a 4 of Handwork. Makes the pass into 4. Handwork real slow off of 4 because of that. Joshua Crane trying to take advantage of that. Handwork gonna block. Crane start all the way 19th place. Gets a bump from Derek Winter. And entering turn number 1. We're gonna be side by side right off. So the 44, Zach Nicole, is gonna be picking into this mix as well. Crane slides up, opens up the door for the 44, can't complete the pass. Coles is plowing through the field. Hasn't really made up ground. into the top 5. He's currently 2.8 behind the leader. But boy, is he that 44 strong. More laps to go in this race. The third leader of the day. Everybody who has led one lap at least has one win. Just a fun fact out there. John Furness picked it up last week. No, that was Robbie Audi who picked it up last week. It was at Atlanta when Furness picked it up. Actually, Matt Kemp hasn't won a race. I lied about the fun fact there, so Matt Kemp, 11 laps led. Unfortunately, not going to add to his resume here tonight, but Mulrooney has one win as well. Bit of a position change right behind for second place. John Furness is now in second. One of Bonser falls behind. Overshoots the corner in 3. Harmon easily going to wrap up forward. Look at that run, he gets into 4. Every corner is like a reset mark. And every straightaway. How do I explain this? Try to put it into terms. Every corner is like a slingshot. If you get a bad corner, it's going to cost you on the straightaways. And you see there, Aaron Mulrooney got sideways. And John Furness is trying to attack it. He's also sideways as well. But every corner is like a slingshot. You got to think of it as you have to nail it down. If you don't, you're going to be in deep trouble on the straightaways. And you see there, Mulrooney really shallow on entry. Bonser's going to go to the inside of him. Mulrooney actually hit the wall. Bonser goes to second place. But Furness, in the meantime, is checking out. Zach Nichols has made himself into the top 5 finally. And he is the fastest car on the racetrack as of right now. Way faster than leaders. 2 miles per hour, in fact, faster than the leaders. And he's caught the tail end of 4th place now, Thomas Harmon. I would not be surprised if Nichols gets himself up front and wins this thing. Nichols is fast. Double foul right 3rd place is going to box that 44. Unless he wants to take it 3, which he might. He has a run. Will he take it 3? Looking for it. Won't do. But Harmon just totally opened up the door for that 44. Nichols in a 1. And he's going to take it. Harmon missed the corner in 4. Nichols is easily going to slide up in line in front of the 38. Nichols up to 3rd. Now he has to chase down 2 more people to get himself to the lead. That'd be John Furness and Chase Bonser. Last lap time by Furness was a 53.3. Bonser hit a 53.6. Nichols hit a 53.7. But since Nichols is in clean air, he can pull himself forward. Try and grab that 3rd place. That 2nd place of Chase Bonser. Last time by, he was 3/10 faster. then Bonser. Back here for 6th place. Derek Winter started 17th, is now in 6th place. A good gain by that number 9 machine as well. Cosmo Ionishu only changed up 1 position. He fell back outside the top 10, has now pulled himself forward. The battle for 2nd is on. One driver gonna, oh, I thought he was on pit road, but he's been on pit road by the looks of it. Not about that. Nicole's looking. Bonser gets a bit loose. Off of 2. Nicole's goes to the inside. The fastest car on track is now in 2nd place. How does a man work himself from 7th to 1st? In a matter of laps, we will never know. Zach Nicoles is a wheelman. Furnace, in the meantime, is trying to pull away from that lingering number 44 Nicoles. We'll back ourselves out through around the field to see what kind of battles we see. I think everybody is just about single file. Drivers here and there side by side with lap cars, but now matters about momentum, and here we go. Cosmo Ionishu has pulled himself into 6th place, right in front of Matt Kemp. He's spun it. The last caution. Look at the blocking right behind. Derek Winter puts Joshua Crane all the way to the inside wall. Not going to matter, though. Crane's going to find himself to the inside in the 1. An attempt to battle it out. Can't do so. Crane very loose in 1. And Winter pulls forward. Osman Ionishu is also sideways, but luckily for him, still keeps himself within grasp. Next person in line in 5th place is his teammate. Looks like Zach has stalled in that 2nd position. 7.68. The leader hit a 5.16. Actually, never mind. I mean, huge lap times are fluctuating left and right. Last time by, Nicole's hit a 8.91. Furnace hit a 6.40. So Furnace showing his long-run strength as of right now. Matt Kemp's trying to pull himself forward to get that 6th position of Cosmo Ionishu. It though, not within grasp. Look at the battle right behind, as well as you get the 4 of Hanort. He's trying to fend off that 16 of Joshua Crane. This is for the top 10 position. Tony to go this time by. Hanort gonna go break the draft in the middle. Hopefully that pulls himself away from the 16 Joshua Crane. Really do so, and here we go. Battle heating up here for 2nd place. Zach Nicoles has burned up his tires, and it's costing him. Chase Bonser is now, by the looks of it, less than half a second away from grabbing second place again. Boy, that 44 is loose. Was whipping the car sideways. Just to get himself straight. That cost him some time. And Nichols is still sideways. My goodness. I cannot believe he didn't wreck it, but he disappeared. There he is. 44 Nichols. Long runs are just not his thing. That's probably why he won Martinsville. Short stints to pluck off Matt Kemp in the 48. Nichols is just so sideways. He's too loose. Remember at Auto Club, Nichols spun out in the lead with a long run, I think. I think it was a long run, but he pulled himself very, very nicely over second place, I remember. And he spun out off a 4. Cole's still sideways. And Harmon gonna challenge for third. Cole's is still loose. He needs tires. That's what he needs. But with this spread out of a field, he's gonna have to hope for somebody to get too loose and spin it. Cole's attempting a crossover on the 38. Not gonna make him much ground. Side by side for 10th and 9th. Joshua Crane has pulled himself to 9th. Iona Shield falls back 1. They're 22 laps into this stint. Not really sure. These people do have enough. Nichols actually did come in a couple laps prior than what Bonser and Furness did. If we were to have a fuel run, Nichols might be in a good position after all. Furness still holds up a significant lead over Chase Bonser in the 81, but Bonser started 9th, is now in 2nd place, and he's doing a whale of a job. Keep himself up there. Furness, in the meantime, is just logging laps left and right away. He's the only person in the 53-second range. Derek Winter leading a pack of 3 with Tyler Logan. Joshua Crane also in the mix as well. There's a pack of 4 behind for 10th place as Carl Hanwork, Cosmin Ionishu, Bryson Clark, and Joseph Kizek in this mix as well. Kizek actually grinded off the wall and won. It's gonna go side by side, right behind the 17. Bryson Clark to 11th place. Cosmin has been falling out ever since they hit the long run of this stint. Gonna go on board with the number 81 Vonser. Apologies for the warped camera. It's like that because I'm running. It's thinking it's running triple screens. You'll see it on cockpit as well. Yeah. Monster's still running nicely as of right now, though. Last time by, Bonser was 4/10 faster than what John Furness was. Slowly gaining up on the leader. Will it be enough? Don't really know. Can't really calculate that far of a distance. Bonser's still 2/10 faster than what Furness is running. He's definitely gaining. Fastest person on track has to be, I think, the 44 is Zach Nichols for right now. Last time by, average lap time speed of a 166. The year's going 164 that time. Bonser is definitely faster than the leader. You see that lead just fall out from 3 seconds all the way to 2.5. Bonser has a chance. Even though there's a single digit of laps remaining, that's still a lot of miles. Furness is definitely falling out. He needs to hang on as much as he can. But, of course, with the same thing as Bonser, catching up is one thing, passing him is another. The last thing these top 5 want to see is a caution. If a caution comes out, that totally scrambles the order. Alan Dobbs on pit road. In and out he goes. And we are towards the fuel run. We're towards the end of the fuel run. I don't know if they're going to make it all the way. I don't know if they're not. Furnace, in the meantime, is full throttle throughout the corner.
All right, man.
Caution is out.
Caution is out.
And that will... Oh, my goodness. A huge wreck on the front straightaway. Yet again. And... Oh! Crane just stops in time to prevent from hitting the 53 at Kizek. And a late race caution is going to change how this outlook will be. And we'll see what happens as off of 4, the 16 of Joshua Crane loses it. Handwork gets involved. Cosmin Ionishu, I think, just fanned right through it. And you see Kizek just washed up right in front of the racetrack. Watch on board. The number 92. And right through the bottom. Probably scraped the inside wall, but better than getting involved in that mess. Cosmin doing a nice job of avoiding all the chaos. And this will put us with a late race restart, as I said. And that is not what Furnace nor Bonser wanted to see. Well, that's definitely what Zach Nichols wanted. Nichols is just so strong, especially on these short runs. He's back in contention for this one. Pit road's open. Stupid to stay out. Unless if you are a lap down. Gotta take the wave around. Nobody gonna elect with 2 tires. It's too deep into the run. We went, I think, just about 32 laps on that run. This is the money stop. If you screw this one up, it's going to be over. Four tires for everybody. Oh, I lied. Man, Chase Bonser. Great pit stop. And Bonser goes into first place. Furnace probably overshot his pit stall. And that puts him back to 11th. Zach Nichols also gets a good area. Vince Marsh is going to take 2. So Chase Bonser will be your leader. My goodness. What a turn of events. And that was a messy pit stop by the number 82, John Furnace, who's led just about every single lap from the halfway point. And he's not going to be in contention to win. Bonser's gonna lead his first of the night. By the looks of it, this will go into a two to go for regulation. Oh boy, Bonser has to get the restart of his life to win this race, because Nichols is probably going to be all over that number 81. And he has to protect. If that 44 gets a run, don't be surprised if that 81 of Bonser is going to pull a block all the way to the inside wall. Two to go for regulation. Proximity. Trying to get their second win in the series. Bonser trying to get his first. Nichols trying to get his second. Matt Kemp is also in 4th place, your pole sitter, who spun off a 2. And if he does pass Bonser and Nichols, that'll be his first. Vince Marsh, that number 14, took 2 tires. Derek Winter and the number 9 didn't even service his car. So Winter is going to be in a lot of trouble by the looks of it. These people need to relay that message through all of it, through the whole field, and get them notified, or else we're going to have another restart in 5 laps. Pace car lights are off, getting set for what is to be the final restart in regulation. Pace car can head itself onto pit road. Field in the hands of the number 81 of Chase Bonser. Bonser hits the gas, and he gets a great restart over the 44 of Zach Nichols. Nichols gonna sail it through 1 and 2, and he's gonna get to the backside of Bonser. Everybody scrambling for position, side by side for 5th place. Nichols under pressure from the 48. Side by side right behind as well. That might be a caution. Ionescu is going to turn the 81. Nope, that's going to be a caution. And Bonser's going to have to retry again. And that is not what he wanted to see. As Ionescu gets into the backside of John Furness. And for the 5th time this season, we have gone overtime. Ionishu just went to the inside of 82 of Furnace. There was definitely a hole there, but that ain't the racing line. And they made contact in the 3, in the 4. And there they went. Gonna get another attempt. Car the 8 of Evan Rice. Gonna go to the outside. I wonder what's going through Bonser's head right now. Does Nicole's know when to anticipate the restart now? Is Matt Kemp gonna push me? There's Aaron Mulrooney. Gonna help the teammate. Well, that number 81. Uh-oh, that's not good. There we go. Apologies about that. There's been a total of, I think, 4 cautions this race. A fairly quiet race. What will contrast how this restart will play out. Bonser trying to hold off Zach Nicoles for his first win in NFRL Berserker Series. See, the one to go this restart. Chase Sponsor. Your leader. You're gonna scroll through the field very quickly. Chase Sponsor started in 9th, now in 1st place, leading his first laps of the night. Zach Coles in the number 44, trying to win his 2nd. Matt Kemp, 3rd place, also hungry for a win. Won the pole, but unfortunately spun out. Spun out early. Aaron Mulrooney Jr. looking for a 2nd in that number 2. Tyler Logan coming out of nowhere. He started in 21st. He's now in 5th. Derek Winter in the number 9 machine. Started in 17th, now pulled himself to 6th. Vince Marsh fell back a couple spots, now in 7th. Thomas Harmon, who's running fairly strong until the point of contact. Well, actually, until the last caution came out. He's now in 8th. Bryson Clark in 9th place. Kevin Foster could round out your top 10. Gonna go ahead. Double foul out again. Pace car's in. On the gas goes the 81.
Green flag, green flag.
He didn't get as great of a restart as he wanted to that time, but it is enough, and we're wrecking in the back by the looks of it. And that'll bring another caution out.
Caution is out.
Furnace is around. For the 2nd time in a row, John Furnace has wrecked it. We'll move on to a 2nd attempt. And Iona Shu was involved in this. See what happened on the restart. Oh, don't know what the 22 of Alan Dobbs was doing. Just totally doored. Totally doored the, I think it was a 16. No, the 82. Don't know what he was doing. Bonser, not Bonser, but Aonishu, victim of circumstances. That'll bring us down to pace car speed yet again. This will be our final attempt. Give me a moment. Radio check. Alright, I'm back, and I see the 44, Zach Nichols, has put it on pit road for some kind of reason. Just voluntarily went in. Wow. I don't know if he has like some kind of problem on that 44, but my goodness, that's gonna relieve a lot of pressure. And Chase Bonser at number 81, because the 44 Zach Cole is elected to come in. Oh, but changing lanes too early. Okay. Penalty on the 44. That's not the first time he's got that, unfortunately. So yeah, it wasn't purposely going on pit road. Nicole's getting a EOL for changing lanes too early. And that is the NFRL rule. NFRL rule. Unfortunately, can't change lanes before the start-finish line. If you do, I'll be a black flag, but because the caution came out, that does give, that does translate into a, looks like a drop to end. So the 44, Nicole's elected to go onto pit road and grab some new tires. Bonser, because of that, I think Bonser has this thing in the bag. All he needs to do is get a clean restart over Matt Kemp in the 48, but Kemp is really good at restarts as well. If you're now just joining us here for tonight, we welcome you here live for round number 6 of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway NFRL Berserker Series. Rounding out the final 2 laps here in just a moment. Chase Monster currently your leader, Matt Kemp in second, Aaron Mulrooney Jr. in third place. Alright. Pace car lights are still on. Jeez. This is looking like Pocono right now with this long of pace laps. My goodness. We're going to use the second attempt. This green-white checkered, so you only get 2 attempts at a green-white checkered. A couple laps ago. Oh man, Alfala's leading the Pro Series. Let's go. Sorry. Sponsor. What was I talking about earlier? You only get 2 attempts. Said the second to last attempt was a 2 to go regulation, so I guess you could say this is the third green-white checkered. Alright, finally, 1 to go at the wire. So the 44, Zach Nichols. Nichols will have to start in 16th place. The reason he's behind the 57 instead, but beside him, because he has an EOL penalty. Bonser has led the last 13 laps ever since that round of pit stops. Now the question lies, can he summarize it with a checkered flag? He has his teammate right behind him, Rooney. So those two could time it out well and pull themselves 1 and 2. But I think Bonser wants to go on his own terms just to clear that 48 of Matt Kemp. Here we go for the restart, our final attempt here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Glad you're tuning in for the final restart of tonight, as the pace car going to go ahead and slide itself onto pit road. The green flag, the field in the hands of that number 81. They're going, and up and away goes the proximity machines of Bonser and Mulrooney. And boy, they got a great restart as they're scrambling right behind. Might have a wreck. Indeed we do. Matt Kemp goes sideways. Around he goes.
All right, man.
Caution comes out because of that. He flies back into the pack. And that will summarize it here at Indianapolis Raceway. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. With a big wreck off of turn number 2. Actually, turn number 1, excuse me. And Chase Bonser will be your 6th different winner in the NFRL Berserker Series here at the IMS Speedway. And boy, Matt Kemp got sideways after the contact with Mulrooney, corrected right into the pack. Tyler Logan was a victim of circumstances, was clipped by Matt Kemp and shot right into the pack. And that took out a lot of people. Connor Crichton, Vince Marsh. See Crichton right there, 77, Mark Stryker. Furnace again. There he is. Or at least what's left of him. The 18. I think that's Pete Gilson. Luckily for Pete, it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter that he went through the grass. He's gonna come up away with a 6th place finish. So they catch up to the end. The pace car line. And Bonser comes across first. And I think that's it. Chase Bonser. Well, they got to complete one more lap by the looks of it. But what a way to win it here at IMS. To win it in a round of pit stops. Wow, I don't really have as much words to say from that. There's multiple stints of caution just brought us down. Already, Bonser's getting some congratulatory bumps from Zach Nichols. Some drivers aren't gonna be able to finish the race, I don't think. I don't think Crichton's going to be able to finish the race. We got a bit of contact right behind as well. The 77 and Pete Gilson, Mark Stryker, unhappy about each other. But there he is, your winner. Here tonight, Chase Bonser. And the number 81, gonna burn it down on the front straightaway. After the yard of bricks, and he's probably forgot how to do a burnout. There he goes. Oh, he hit the wall doing it. Congratulations to your number 81, Chase Bonser, picking up his first in the NFRL Berserker Series as he hits the wall again. Probably ping-ponging left and right. Doesn't care, he won the race, and he definitely deserved it. Show you the full results as of right now. In front of your screen, Chase Bonser going to round himself out in first place. Aaron Mulrooney Jr. in second. Derek Winter in third. Thomas Harmon in fourth. Kevin Foster in fifth. Pete Gilson in sixth. Bryson Clark seventh. Carl Hamwork in eighth. Preston Gilson ninth. Joshua Crane in 10th. Zach Nichols rounds himself out in 11th. He will lose the points lead, unfortunately, to John Furness. Oh, actually, no, he will not. Where did Handwork finish? Handwork finished in 8th, so I think Handwork is actually going to get the points lead. I'm not sure. Or maybe Nichols just held on just by a slight. John Furness, Mark Stryker, Alan Dobbs in 12th, John Furness in 13th, Mark Stryker in 14th, Connor Crichton in 15th, Vince Marsh in 16th, Tyler Logan 17th, 18th place, going to be Matt Kemp, 19th place for Evan Rice, Cosman Ionishu in 20th. Kyle Smalley in 21st, Joseph Kizek in 22nd, Morgan Baird in 23rd, Jared Heatre in 24th, Skylar Carnes in 25th, Derek M. Smith, Liam Sheen did not start the race. Those are official standings from IMS from round number 6. We'll be right back interviewing the top 3 here tonight. Chase Bonser, Aaron Mulrooney Jr., and Derek Winter. We'll be right back right after this.
Okay, we're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Fresh dough made from scratch daily.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
It's all one price.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
That's Blaze Pizza. Sound good?
Then come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
We're back here live at Indianapolis Motor Speedway after the round number 6 for the NFRL Berserker Series. My name is Zico Reyes. If you're now just joining us here for tonight, we just summed up the finish here for tonight after 65, well actually more than 65 laps. We went overtime twice to end this race off, and up front, the number 81 of Chase Bonser in the, oh gosh, I forgot what I was about to say, but congratulations, man, congratulations for the tonight's win. You started in 9th place, and you worked yourself forward after that round of pit stops. What was going through your mind as you suddenly found yourself up front?
What'd you say? Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. What was going through your mind as soon as you suddenly found yourself up front?
Well, I was kind of scared of Nichols and Kempa there at the end, but I knew if I could just get off to a good jump that I could probably stay ahead of them. Maybe they'd start battling.
Yep.
All the yells at the end were killing me.
Yeah, I could tell. But fortunately for you, those restarts were executed perfectly, and you're the 6th different winner in the NFRL Berserker Series. Congratulations, man. How was the car out there tonight?
It was pretty good overall. It was a little loose on the long run, but that always makes it a little interesting.
And you kept it consistent up with the top 5, and you, I think, led, a total of, let me take a look, total of 16 laps after that late race yellow, and you put that 81 up front, and you took advantage of it and took the checkered flag. Congratulations, man. Any sponsors to thank for tonight's race?
Yeah, I want to thank Proximity Racing, Splash and Go Graphics, All Serve Garage Doors, Trey Shuttlesworth Images, and Rexford Engineering. And I want to thank Aaron for the help tonight, giving me some drafting help.
Alright, man.
Helped us both get up front.
Alright, man. 10-4. Chase Bonser gonna round himself up front. Congratulations, man. Can't wait to talk to you coming next week.
Yeah, me too.
Bonser gonna round himself in first, and Mulrooney gonna go ahead and log him into the booth, or at least attempt to. My Discord is being weird. There it goes. Aaron Mulrooney Jr. started off in 10th, around where Bonser did, and you gained as many spots as Bonser did, but unfortunately it wasn't the win. But you'll take a 2nd place anyway. How about that, man?
Yeah, you know, I'd say our number 2 Proximity Racing machine was doing pretty good tonight. I would say I made some moves earlier in the run, which cost me a couple spots back when I was leading after passing, I believe it was the 82. But I thought it was fun racing with Chase Bonser, and I couldn't have finished in 2nd place without him. You know, we were drafting earlier in the run, and he was able to push me to the lead, and I'm very happy he got this win. I'm happy for him.
Up 10-4. Proximity gonna round itself 1 and 2. Your teammates definitely helped a lot, right, in tonight's race.
Yeah, I mean, it was just basically just working through, you know, traffic and such, because Indianapolis is one of the bigger tracks on the schedule for Motorsport, and, you know, it's just basically drafting and working together with one another. And Chase and I have pretty good chemistry with one another, and that's how we were able to get a 1-2 finish.
Oh, man, congratulations on your 2nd place, and obviously your team rounding out 1 and 2. Any sponsor to thank for tonight's race?
Yes, I'd like to thank Proximity Racing, Splash and Go Graphics, Trey Shuttlesworth Images, All Serve Garage Doors. I definitely like to thank you for broadcasting this week. It's always pretty cool to, you know, go back and watch this. I definitely like to thank John Houston for calling this race tonight, Matthew Forthen for creating Norse Force, and I'd like to thank God, and I'd like to thank my dad for being in my ear tonight.
Alright, man, 10-4.
Yep.
Aaron Mulrooney Jr. gonna round himself out in 2nd. Can't wait to talk to you coming next week.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Alright, and that was Aaron Mulrooney Jr. in 2nd place, and we're going to drag in our 3rd place runner of Derek Winter, who started himself in 17th all the way towards the tail end of the field. Derek, you suddenly found yourself up front towards the top 5. What was going through your mind for that final restart? Derek, you got a copy? Uh-oh. I'll try to get Derek's mic fixed as fast as possible, but we'll go over race results yet again as Derek's trying to fix up his mic. Full results right in front of your screen. Bonser obviously coming out in first. Winter, we're trying to get him into the booth as of right now. Derek, you got a copy? Derek, you there? Oh. Well, we can't get Derek on the line, unfortunately, so that's going to round out our interviews here for tonight. Chase Bonser going to be in first place. And that will do it here for round number 6 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. My name is Zico Reyes. Until next time, NFRL. Going to go green at the same time slot, and by the looks of it, we'll go green at Chicagoland. 420 laps. Yeah, that's about 180 miles, so should be a fun race from start to finish there. My name is Zico Reyes. Until next time, KMN, your voice in iRacing, sim racing, or speed. I can't even talk. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. Of course, tune into the time slot at the same time as I said earlier. And we'll see you at Chicagoland.